Good evening, BookTube. This is Johnny. This evening, it is nighttime here in West Michigan. I am reading this evening The Royal Family, a novel by William T. Vollmann. I was reading this last week. I've been reading this thing off and on for a long time. And a couple of weeks ago, I got out of the lower level, out of our library. And I started reading it, and I read a couple hundred pages. And then I decided last week to start at the beginning again of The Royal Family. And so that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm just starting at the beginning. I was here. It's over 800 pages. And so The Royal Family was the first Vollmann book I read. And after that, I bought all of his works. Bought them used from Amazon many years ago. He has a new book coming out in the spring. I think out in April. But this was copyrighted in the year 2000. Yesterday, I stopped, my wife and I, we were out walking, and on the way home we stopped at a thrift store, and I found just one book. It's called Leviathan, The History of Whaling in America by Eric J. Dolin. Says here, the epic history of the iron men and wooden boats who built the industrial empire through the pursuit of whales. To produce a mighty book, you must choose a mighty theme, proclaimed Herman Melville. And the vivid story of whaling is one of the mightiest themes in American history. Indeed, much of America's culture, economy, and even spirit was literally and figuratively rendered from the bodies of whales. In Leviathan, the first one-volume history of American whaling in many decades, historian Eric J. Dolin chronicles the epic battle between man and the sea, and in this case between man and beast, an often violent struggle that animates the imagination and stirs our emotions. Beginning his engrossing narrative with Captain John Smith's Blotch whaling expedition to the New World in 1614, Dolin traces the rise of the burgeoning industry from its rapid expansion in the colonial era to the golden age in the mid-1800s, when the sails of American whale ships whitened the seven seas. As Dolin shows, American whale oil lit the world and greased the gears of the Industrial Revolution. Balin cut from the mouths of whales shaped the course of feminine fashion. Spermaceti from sperm whales produced amazing, brilliant, clean, burning candles, while the ambergris gave perfumes greater staying power. Leviathan teems with the fascinating vignettes from the Pilgrims' frustrating encounter with the whales to the candle wars that pitted 18th century New England industrialists against one another, to the heroic cruise of Captain David Porter and the USS Essex, in which Porter and his men violently protected American whale ships during the War of 1812. Then there is the violent tale of Cypress Plummer, a notorious troublemaker, whose mutiny on the whale ship Junior is thrillingly retold. Among the most amazing accounts is that of the Shenandoah, a Confederate raider which burned 25 of the 29 Union whale ships it captured, most after the Civil War had already ended. In the waning years of the 19th century, we witnessed the agonizing slow death of the American industry as the discovery of oil, tragic disasters in the Arctic, and changes in female fashion combined to transform the American whalemen into an historic relic. The final scene comes in 1924 as the whale ship wanderer wrecked on the shore of Gutney Huck Island provides the last glimpse of a bygone era. So I was going to put this with my Herman Melville collection. I collect books on whaling and whales, and so I got this. And then Monday, I volunteered at the library used bookstore, the Book Nook, and I got from my free book a biography of Mary McCarthy, Seeing Mary Plain, A Life of Mary McCarthy, by Francis Kiernan. I keep on my main study desk this Mary McCarthy, The Complete Fiction, a landmark edition including all 7 novels and 8 classic stories. I keep this on my study desk, and so I'll keep these together now on my study desk. Mary McCarthy is a very famous American writer, wrote essays, nonfiction. And then I bought for $3 this book, maybe it was $3, Dark Genius of Wall Street, The Misunderstood Life of John Gould, the King of the Robber Barons, by Edward J. Renehan Jr. I collect books on the robber barons, the Gilded Age, the Vanderbilt, Jay Gould, can't remember right now the other ones. My mind just went blank. Cornelius Vanderbilt, Charles Francis Adams Jr., Jay Gould, people like that. So I got that. So those are the books I got. I got a novel coming in the mail tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to visit thrift stores with a friend of mine who wants to go to thrift stores. So that's about it here as far as used books and what I'm reading tonight. Not much else going on. Thought I'd just show these books so I can take them down the lower level, store them. Hoping you're having a good night, and until next time, bye.